Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Leslie, and today I thought we would go through this lovely bin of items that I have curated so far for Valentine's 2026 and see if we can make something. There is a swap that I want to take part in, and it's hosted by a YouTuber called Crafting to Cope, and also by Coops Crafty Place, I think is how it says. So I'm going to be on Alyssa's Crafting to Cope list because my first name starts with A through L, A through L, and I'm Leslie. Okay, so for this swap, let me see if I can pull that up for you. All right, so this swap is being hosted by Crafting to Cope and Coops Place Crafts. It is a Valentine swap. It has to have a Valentine theme or colors. It has to have a pocket letter, a sweet treat, a card, crafter's choice, handmade or store-bought, postmarked by January 26th. All entries will receive a special gift from the hosts. So that is why I have curated all of these cherries and bows and things, because I know that Alyssa loves the bows. She's a nut for the bows. So I was going to do a pocket letter filled with the cherries and the bows and all of that. Put a sweet treat in there, make her a card, things like that. So I figured we could go through and we could put together the pocket letter together. Did I say that a lot? But I'm excited. I'm really excited to make it. It's gonna be fun. So, let's start with this. Remember, I picked these up from Hobby Lobby. They were on sale. I don't know, maybe paid $3 for them. If you can't find them at Hobby Lobby, you can find them for around $5 at Walmart. They are, here they're called 8.5 by 11 post-bound 3-ring scrapbook album refill pages. At Walmart, they're just baseball card holders. So, let's get this out. This comes with 15. Right now I only need one, and that's fine. I will use one and keep the rest for another pocket letter item. Alright. Here was my idea with this paper pad. I wanted to fill the fronts of each of these pockets with this paper. So, let me get my little cutter here. Could have done it before I got on camera. We all know, and we are very sorry about it. But this is just how my brain is going today, I guess. One of those days. Yay me. Okay, got that one. I'm just going to get this one. There we go. All right, so let's see what we have. We have single-sided paper, 2 sheets of each. Is all of this, oh, I was going to say, is all of this bows or what? Okay, let's start from the beginning. This has 60 sheets. So 30 different designs. So that one has seashells. Oh, okay, 3 sheets. Okay. Then we have black and white. Okay, see, then we have exactly what I'm looking for. Well, these are strawberries, but it's also got the cherries, so I know I'm going to want one of those. We have these. These are pretty. We have the swans. That would be cute. I think I'll do that because that's Valentine's themed. And it matches the black hearts in that. These are very pretty. Okay. Seashell themed. Oh, well, this is cute. Black and white with the swans. Black and white and pink and red is what we're going for, I suppose. Then we have the cherries. We're going to do that. Okay. That black, white, pink, and red. That's too Christmassy. It's got blue in it. Don't want any other colors in it but black, white, pink, and red. We've already got black and white bows. Wrong color. Yeah, got florals in it. Has seashells in it. Black and white, already have. And that's it. Alright, so we're going to hope that these 4 pages are enough. These are, I just, 2.5 by 3.5. So, take my smaller trimmer and I'm going to cut these to 2.5 by 3.5. Okay, so 2. Let's see, this is 3. Ooh. Okay, hold on. I'm going to have to do the 3.5 this way. What difference does it make? Still got to figure it out. Okay. 1, 2, 3 long. 1, 2, 3 long. 1, 2, 3. About there would be 2.5. Oh, this is really going to make me mad if I get it wrong. So, we'll pull out old Trusty here that'll tell me where 2.5 is. We have 2.5 right there. 2.5. Two and a half. Okay. And then we'll do, I'm not going to have enough paper. Okay. We'll just have to do 2 sheets of each. 2.5. Let's make sure these fit before I to have a fit again. Okay, well those are a little short. I don't like that. Let's try something a little bit more. Let's try that. Is that it? We don't know. Why are none of my trimmers working with me? Okay, a little bit less than that. These are not 2.5 by 3.5. I can tell you that much. Let's go. One line in. Okay, one line in. I just want to see for a second where this thing really is. Okay. 2.5. 1/4, 1/2. 3/4, 2. 1/4, 1/2. 2 3/4 is where it is. Okay. By 3 3/4. Huh. Aren't they funny? Okay. Two 3/4 by 3 3/4 if you want to fill the full pocket. Just gonna let you know. That's what it takes. Okay, great. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with all these extras now. I have to figure something else to make with those. Oops, pulled out 2 of those. That's all right. I probably need both of them. 2 and 1 line before the 3/4 by 3 and 1 line before the 3/4, right? Is that what I said? Let's just make sure now. Okay. Right at the 3/4 then. Be that way. Okay. So we have 2 of them. Approximately the same size. Let's see here. Okay. We could even cut a little smidgy, barely a smidgy off the tops of these. Now you don't have to do this. I've just seen lots of tutorials where people have done this and I just like the look of it. And so that's how I decided I wanted to do mine. Alright, so we have those 2. Then we have 2 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1 before there. 1 line before the 2 3/4 by the 1 line before the 3/4 there, which is probably why they don't have the true measurements, because I know we ladies are like, you see that line right there before the 3/4? Yeah, whatever that is, you cut it. The men are like, oh yeah, that's 15/16 and a 7/8 and a da da da. We don't. you know, we don't care about all that. We just want to know. It's like when you give directions. Don't tell us, you know, you go east down here and turn right up. No. Go to the corner store where you see the 7-Eleven, take a right, you know. It's one of those things. It's how our brains operate. We don't do things like everybody, like boys, I guess. Like the boys do. We're different. This does have strawberries, but it will be okay. Okay. One line before the 3/4. One line before the 3/4. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so then I want to get another one of the cherry papers and the black bow papers. Nope, it has the hearts on it. Was this the cherry paper I was using? Yes. So we'll use one of these. I think cherries and the bows are going to be it this year. The bows started coming in last year, or I guess in 2025, but I think they're going to get stronger this year. So I was not a big Coquette person, but lots of other girls are. So we can do the ribbons and the bows for the others. All right, 2, 2 1/4 and a half, and one line before that. Okay, by one line before the 3/4. That. Okay, then we have. See which way do we want the cherries to go. 2 1/4 half right there. By one line before the 3/4. There's one of those. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I need one more. Those. Two 1/4 half. One line before the 3/4. By one line before that. That gives me 8. So now I need to have a 9th one. That's 2 3/4. By 3. See, by 3. And 1/4. And there we have it. So that part is done. All right, let's move on. All right, so I want to stuff each of the pockets with a different type of paper. Maybe. If we can get our fingers to work. Okay. Okay. Then we will do this one. Oh, you know what? I guess it does. Well, yeah, it does matter. Because these are on the front. And I want that part to be the back. So I'm going to turn these around. And the reason why is because when she goes to grab the things out of it, I want her to have the front here and the back here to grab things. So let's just fix that right quick. Flippity-doo-dah. Alright, I'm going to go fill these pockets and then I will be back. And I will show you the next thing that we will add. Okay. Alright, so there's the completed pockets with the paper. Now I want to stuff them with goodies. So I want to send one of these, which may not make it in a pocket. Let me gather all my stuff. Alright, so here are all of the various items that I have. What do we do? What do we do? So, I think what I want to do is, like, take little things out of their packaging and just slide them down into the pockets. Let's cut this one a little bit. Just need to make sure that it fits into the pocket. That would be great. Okay, so we have that. Then I wanted to give her some bows. Now, everything I bought is not going to fit into one of these. I thought I was doing 2 of these, but I'm only doing 1. So what are we doing? We don't know. There's 12 of these. I'm going to give her 1, 2, 3. I'm going to give her 6. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6th. Okay. Rest of these will go down into here and back into my Valentine box. I want to give her one of these. She can make a dangle with it. If she wishes. If she so desires. Okay, so we're going to put that down in there. And then we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of those. Okay. Then put that one in my basket. I wanted to give her one of these, not the whole thing obviously, but like some of it. I feel like the darker pink goes better. Okay. So we'll give her about that much. And then we'll just fold it up and fold it up, fold it up, fold it up. And put it in there with a couple of these bows. These are buttons that are bows. Do I give her one? I don't know. One of those. A couple of these. I think these are supposed to be buttons. Or a couple of these. Yeah, they got the buttonhole on the back. Of those. I want to give her some of these. So let's see what we've got. Definitely got to give her the cherries. Darling, you are the cherry best. Okay. We have that. Then we have the black and white bow. And the macarons, but they don't really go. I don't want the blue. Don't forget to follow your dream. Doesn't really go. Okay. Perfume could go. The pink bow definitely goes. All you need is love. And a cake with cherries. Okay. So we'll put that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We do not know. We do not know. Okay, we have that. So this can go into my bucket of ephemera. I want to give her some of these. So I'm just going to cut them. Two of those. Sorry for the glare. We'll give her 2 of each of those. One each of these. Cherries can go on this side. Okay, cherries too large to fit in there, so cherries have to be cut down. Trying real hard. All right, I'm going to put these over here. Okay. Then I want to give her a little sequins mix. So, all right. So I've added my pink. Let's add a little bit of this silver and black. Ooh, that's fun. A little bit of the white. Why have none of these been opened? We do not know. I picked the dazzling dots because they have that more pearlescence to them that's really fun. Boy, if that doesn't remind me of Grease, the movie. Okay. So then I want to add some of this pink. Would it look okay with this pink in it? I think so. Okay. A little bit of this silver. Okay. And a little bit of red. Just a pop of red. There we go. Now let's mix it all up. And then I want to add in some of these. Because I have not picked up, I don't think I have. I might have. We don't know. But I don't think I've picked up any Valentines ones. So, what do we do here? I see that we turn it, but what part are we? Okay. Okay. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. We want a couple of these. want some pink. Okay. Then we want some of this here black and white. We could do these pinks too. Okay. Then we're going to put this one. Okay. There we go. I like that much better than the other ones I've gotten off Amazon that are in boxes and you have to get everything out. Alright, so the sequins kind of take over the things, but what do we think? Too much sequins? Not enough love bug? I don't know. Alright, we're going to go with what we got. because that's what we're doing. Alright, then we are going to scoop it up and in. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, the bottom has fallen out. Or did I just miss? No, there's a hole right there. Okay, great. There's a hole in the bucket. Da-da-da, da-da-da. What the hell does this song go? Alright, I'll put it in. I can't put it in there because that has... Come on. Seriously? Y'all are rude. Alright, let me go find one of my Ziploc bags. Alright, so I found one. And I guess we'll just use it. It's not really the size that I wanted. I wanted one that was a bit smaller. But you just do what you gotta do, I guess. Just trying to get all these little bits and bobs in there. Sorry it's such a big package, but I can't find my small packaging. It's a problem. Put it in here with this, you think? Does it look like I've rolled weed or something? It's not weed, I promise you, it's not weed. Okay, that doesn't look right though. Okay. We're gonna let that be that, okay? Great, thanks. Okay, now, next up, I have some of these stickers. I want to give her some of these. So I can cut her a strip of 2x3. And that should work out just swimmingly. Okay, put the rest in there. This can go in there. This is not going to fit in there. Whatever shall we do? I don't know what to do with you, baby. Okay. This is what the front of it looks like, and this is what the back of it looks like. Okay, we used those. Those can go in there. These I'm not going to use. These I want to give her some of. So, let's open these. I found these in the bead section, but they're more like cabochons. You just glue on bows, you know. So, I'm just going to throw some of them down in here. I'm going to need another bag. Need another bag, and that one's got a hole in it. We can't use it. And I have this one that we could use, that we could just snip it off here. Run a gluey over it, glue it down, call that a day. Just trying to figure out where I want all my things to stick out of, because we got them everywhere. Got to be even, but I don't think we're going to be even, so we're going to be okay with that. Just going to let that go. Okay, bows and cherries, hearts and bows and sequins, cherries, hearts and loves, cherries and bows and ribbons, cherries. I wanted to give her one of these. These are great to use. When you can get them out of the packaging, but they've taped them. Way to go, Dollar Tree. I couldn't believe I found these, though. These were so perfect. And I almost got 2 packs of them, and I'm like, why? Why? Why do you need 2, Les? Why do you need 2? You don't need 2. You just stop that right now. You just stop that right now. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it like that. And it'll be just hanging over it like that. Alright. Other one goes in there. We're not messing with that right now. Alright, I have another one of these. That will go in there. These are the papers. These will go in there. Use them for another craft. I wanted to give her this. Which is definitely going to stick out. Oh yeah, I wanted to give her this Cherries washi that I will probably never use. And then I wanted to cut a, or not cut a hole, but punch a hole, sorry, over here. And I don't know what to do with this. I feel like he should be down here somewhere. So he isn't quite sticking out. So much. Let's do this. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, it came off its backing. Hold on. Okay. So we can put this in here. Then we can put these in here with this. And then we gotta put something there. So I thought about stamping some cherries and some bows and making some ephemera pieces, putting that and this in the packaging and send it off to her. I have no patience, y'all. None whatsoever. Alright, so we can just loop this onto here. Oh! Onto here. And that will be fine. It's got the pink and the white and the black. Okay. And then I'm going to go and do some stamping, and then I will be back and I will show you the finished product with that one full, and we'll be done. Now that I think about it, I feel like she might have these bows, so I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do the cherries because I think she could have fun with that. So I'm going to use my archival ink and just stamp these out so that she can fussy cut them out and do whatever she wants with them. So she'll get 2 pink and 2 white, I think is what I will do. Two pink. And 2 white. And I'm using archival ink in case she wants to color them in with alcohol markers. She can do so, and it won't run. Isn't that fantastic? So there's the little stamp, really cute. All right. Those were just 2x2 little cutouts that I did. So we'll move that off to the side. Then I want to pull out my new wax melter. I have not used this yet. Have I read the directions? When I got it a while ago, I don't remember what they said, but I'm sure it's going to be just fine. So I'm going to put these into here for her to use in her crafting. There's the back of the package. It's all filled now. I did this over, but I don't really like it that way. So we're going to leave it like that. She has all of those goodies in there. And then on this side is just pieces of paper she can use in her crafts, and a little dangle for her that matches. Quite precious. So we'll send her that, and then I'm going to make her some wax melts because I have a heart with flowers, and then I just have a intricate heart pattern. Okay, it's on. It's getting warm. And I got these off of Amazon a couple years ago when I was getting into card making, and I wanted to do all the things they were doing on the YouTubes. And yeah, it didn't really work out, but that's okay. All right, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 of those in, let them melt, and then we'll do some red. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do some cream. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why not some black to match? 3, 4, and then we'll see where we are from there. Now I have a little stick I usually use to stir these around. You know what I could use? So I'm going to use one of my scratch sticks from that advent calendar that we did. I have those sitting around still. That's fun. Okay, so does it normally take this long, or what's happening here? We don't know. I don't know what these buttons are for. Where are my instructions? That would be good to know. They're starting to stick a little bit. Is this a button at all? No? Okay, great. So what is this? Just on and off. That's it. And these do nothing. Okay. Alright, so I'll come back when that melts. That's going to be a little while. Alright, so the pink has started to melt. I want to take a I don't know if this is the best idea or not, but I just want to kind of dust this off. Make sure everything is clean and ready to go. So, hold on, let me make sure my stamper is ready. It was not. I'm going to put this one on and do the intricate heart first. So, let's pour this into here. Come on. Boy, does that remind me of penicillin back in the day, of ear infections. Okay, that didn't look like it worked out too well, but let's see what happens. It's not going to be it. It's just not going to be it. So we're going to try it again, and we're going to do even more chips, because I just know that was not going to work out. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was just large enough. Let's just let that cool off. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. Let those melt down. Let's see what happens. Now, let's see what's going on over here with this one that we didn't have enough for. Yeah, see, we didn't have enough for. We got most of it, but not all of it. So, that one we could put right back in there and let it remelt. Alright, she's real full now. Let me give her a stir. She still has some chunkies going on that need to melt down. But for the most part, I think she's ready to go. I'm going to give her about 20 or 30 more seconds. I'm not trying to keep this in there too long because I don't want it to melt. But, you know, whatever. So far I like this. It takes a little while for it to melt, but it's safer than the fire. And, yeah, we like that. Because it may not be the safest crafter. I have it going under my table to be plugged in because I didn't want to move my table and do all of that. This is like a midnight crafting session. Got bored, tired laying in the bed, got up, started crafting. So that's what we're doing. Alright. Now she full. Now she plenty full. Okay. Do I add the red in with the pink? Why not? A red and a white and a red. Let's just see what happens when we do that. So then I bought these wax seals. And you get like 100 of them or something. You get a lot. You get 240. Yeah, that is fantastic. So then what you do is you peel this side off and you place your wax melt on there. And it just becomes a little sticker. Okay, no, maybe it doesn't. Oh, nope, this is the sticker part. Hold on. That goes on the back of it. Now I got it. Now I know what I'm doing. Okay. So then she has a little wax melt sticker. First time using them, didn't know. Alright, so then we will make her one of these with the 3 colors. And I don't want to touch it too much. I want them to just kind of melt and then maybe try and swirl them and have like a tie-dye effect through the next one. I'll be back. Alright, let's see how this one goes. I'm pressing it a little bit harder this time because I want to make sure that impression gets in there really well. Okay, not quite as thrilled with that one, but it works. I also have the marker pens that they give you, the metallic color pens. I don't even know if they work anymore. Okay, let's see what we can do here. There we go. That makes it look so much better. Okay, so we'll do that to this one as well. And it looks like the ink just kind of sticks to the stuff that's raised. Oops, perhaps not. There we go. Alright, so this one is a little, I smushed it because I was trying to get a really good stamp in there, but everything's okay. We're going to take our sticker, put it on the back, put it over there with the other one, and everything's going to be just fine. I do notice there's a little bit of residue left. I'm sure it'll melt once you get it in there with the other bits and pieces. Look at that, blood red. Row, row, row. But we're turning it into like a pinky color. Don't know. Just messing around, playing around, figuring it out. Alright, so I'm going to get a couple more of these cream out because I think what I want to do is mix black with white. 3 black with 3 white. And do like a marbled effect. I think that would be fun. So let's pour this one in. And I think getting it 3/4 of the way full is good enough. We'll find out. Kind of try to smush it from one side to that side. This I want to clean out. Alright, here we have, let me find where I am. We have all 4 of them complete. I colored this one with silver to match the black and white marbling. This is like a pink and white marbling. This one has the black and white marbling. This one was just the solid pink. And this one had mostly pink with a little bit of white marbling. So I'm going to add those to her packet. And then I will come back later and do the card portion. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save the card portion, and I'm going to ask that you go over to Crafting to Cope and subscribe and let her know that Leslee is sending her a pocket letter and you can't wait until she receives it. You want to watch her open it. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Just wanted to show you my version of the pocket letter and what I'm putting in there. Cherries and bows and hearts, pinks and whites and reds, a little bit of black. I think she's really going to enjoy this. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up or hype it. Let me know if you have ever done a pocket letter, if this is something that you would like to do. Maybe we could do a swap here with my channel. Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.